Hearing the name of the African Sahara, we immediately think of scorching sun, endless sand dunes, and extreme heat. However, as dry as the Sahara Desert appears on the surface, it has seen just as many green periods in Earth's history. This desert spans a total area of 9 million square kilometers, equivalent to the entire United States. 11 countries share the vast Sahara, which is continuously expanding. Every 100 years, the Sahara increases by 10% in area. But why is this happening? And where did all this sand come from? The most captivating sight of this desert is this white desert in Egypt, which looks like the Arctic region during the day. Its white sand and the white limestone formations in the middle appear as if someone has sculpted them into this shape. However, millions of years ago, this place used to be the bottom of an ocean. Approximately 250 million years ago, where the Sahara Desert exists today, there was an ocean named Oasis. For millions of years, the weight of this ocean deposited a layer of limestone at its bottom. As time passed and new continents formed, the ocean disappeared, exposing this accumulated layer of limestone to the wind for the first time. Due to wind erosion, the limestone particles spread and transformed into the white desert. It's not just the white desert, the formation of sand across the entire Sahara follows this same story. Where there was limestone, the white desert was formed. And where there was sandstone, orange-colored sand was created. The surprising thing is that the Sahara Desert hasn't always been like this. Scientists have found evidence buried in the sand, including fossils of plants and trees that couldn't possibly grow in the harsh conditions of today's Sahara. This means that the Sahara wasn't always a desert. In fact, its landscape was once quite different from the Sahara we know today. Around 2.6 million years ago, our world was heading towards the last ice age, and everything began to freeze. Geologists say that this marked the beginning of the fifth major ice age in Earth's history. Our Earth enters an ice age every few hundred million years. This usually happens due to changes in Earth's orbit, causing it to move farther away from the Sun. During the last ice age, the equatorial regions, including Africa, didn't freeze but became significantly cooler. This period is also known as the African Humid Period. While the rest of the world was covered in a thick layer of ice, the Sahara was lush and full of life. Due to the rains, rivers flowed through the desert, and it was home to all kinds of animals. Along with this, a large number of ancient humans migrated here. Agriculture was possible, animals could be raised, and the climate was suitable for living. The Ice Age, which lasted nearly 2.5 million years, began to end around 11,000 years ago. The thick layers of ice started melting, and the ice over the oceans also slowly began to thaw. For many years, the life conditions in the Sahara remained stable, but around 4000 BC, the Creator decided to take back the greenery from the Sahara. Since then, the greenery began to dry up again, and the sand below started spreading with the wind once more. A glimpse of the lush, green Africa from millions of years ago can be seen today in the world's longest river, the Nile, stretching 6,650 kilometers. The river starts in Uganda in South Africa, flows through the middle of the Sahara, and empties into the Mediterranean Sea near Egypt. When North Africa turned into a desert, the ancient Egyptians relied solely on the Nile River for water to survive. The ancient Egyptians and Greeks tried multiple times to discover the true source of the Nile River, but its numerous and complex branches made it impossible for them to find out. This is why the ancient Egyptians began to revere the Nile River. Even in modern times, many expeditions have been launched to find the origin of the Nile. The entire Nile River flows through 11 countries and is only 200 meters shorter than the Amazon River. Because the African continent experienced pleasant weather during each ice age, without Arctic conditions that would make human habitation impossible, evidence of very ancient civilizations has been found in Africa. Scientific evidence also supports the idea that the human species first originated in Africa. In the Sahara Desert, there is a place called the Kennedy Plateaus, where a secret garden exists. For many years, this location has served as a stopover for caravans traveling through the Sahara. Animals, such as camels, drink water here, and there are cool caves for resting. These caves feature rock art, with depictions of cows being the most common. These animals are usually found in areas with ample grass for grazing. Today, apart from camels, no other animals can be seen here. Until the 1940s, African lions used to inhabit the area, but they have since disappeared. In this garden, some crocodiles live by the water's edge. But the question is, how did they get to the middle of the Sahara? Considering crocodiles can't travel such long distances. Experts believe that these are African crocodiles that didn't come from anywhere else but have been here for thousands of years. They survive by eating the frogs and fish present in the water. The vast expanse of Sahara Desert sand may seem utterly useless at first glance. This sand can't be used for making concrete mixtures in construction, nor does it have any other productive use. However, it's actually the sand from the Sahara that breathes life into the Amazon rainforest, 4,000 kilometers away. Each year, millions of tons of this sand are carried by the wind across the ocean and deposited in South America. Experts believe that this sand is crucial for maintaining the phosphorus levels in the Amazon rainforest. In the rainforest, phosphorus is washed away by rainwater into the rivers, depleting the soil. Without the phosphorus deposited by the Sahara sand, the Amazon would face a phosphorus shortage, and new plants would stop growing. The Sahara Desert is often described as the world's largest desert, but in reality, it is the third largest desert on Earth. The first two are the Antarctic and Arctic deserts. It is true, however, that the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world, while Antarctica and the Arctic are classified as cold deserts. The Sahara covers a total area of 9 million square kilometers, but its area changes with the seasons as the sand either spreads out or becomes compact. Only about 25% of the Sahara is covered by sand, while the rest consists of rocky mountains. The sand dunes in the Sahara can reach heights of up to 180 meters, and its highest point is Mount Kosi, which stands at 3,415 meters. Although it is the hottest desert in the world, some areas of the Sahara do experience snowfall, and temperatures can drop to as low as -6 degrees Celsius in certain areas. That's all for now. I hope you all thoroughly like and share the Get Insights video. See you in the next amazing part of the video. Stay curious, keep learning, and stay with us. Click here for a new secret of the Sahara Desert.